Right now, so far through 2 games, they are better than the Clippers.
Molly Kieran Rose, are you listening to this?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What did I miss here? Molly, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't a guy by the name of Kawhi Leonard on this team? On this Clippers team?
Mm-hmm.
Is that not the guy that Max Kellerman said is the best player in the world? Just correct me if I'm wrong, Molly. I'm not speaking out of turn.
Yeah, I think he said, ice in his veins or something like that.
That's right, ice in his veins. Also, the Clippers, and he's not jumping off the. Hold on, no. Don't speak, Max. Zip it. We listen to with something. So let me get this straight, Max Kellerman, Maximilian Kellerman. Oh, by the way, radio show. When's that radio show again, ESPN Radio? Because I want to make sure, because I'll be listening today because I want to hear your comments today too. 2 o'clock Eastern Time, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time.
2 to 4
on ESPN
Eastern.
Radio.
That's right. Yep.
Okay, congratulations,
Correct.
by the way, again, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Max Kellerman, so let me get this straight. You get to make excuses for the Clippers and how they're in trouble, but none of us get to do that when the Clippers have their team fully intact, but LeBron James is without his primary perimeter defender and Avery Bradley, his primary on-ball defender. Rondo's been out too. According to you, Max, excuse me, you don't want to hear any excuses for the Lakers, and you already got one for the Clippers after 1 game. By the way,
did you just hear what I said?
You said
I said Patrick Beverly was out. That's their perimeter defender, but I'm not making excuses. I'm saying through 2 games, the Mavericks are better than the Clippers.
Listen, it doesn't matter.
No excuses?
It's 2 games. It's 2 games. You did say you're not jumping off the bandwagon, but you said I'm very, very, very worried. But when we said that, no excuses. But you get to be worried with excuses. Shut up. Here's the deal. There's nothing to worry about. The Dallas Mavericks can ball. We know it. We know Luka and Porzingis are going to win a championship. You're absolutely right about that. Nobody disagreed with that. We understand they're a dynamic duo. They can do some things, and the better Porzingis gets, we know what they're capable of because Luka's no joke. But I'm not worried about them against the Clippers. I'm not worried about the Clippers, rather, against them. I think Kawhi Leonard, who dropped 35 last night, is going to continue to be Kawhi. I think Paul George will not be this bad as the season progresses, as the series progresses. 4 for 17 shooting, 2 for 10 from three-point range. I do understand that other guys are on the team as well. But this is Kawhi Leonard and Paul George's team. Paul George is a star in this league. Paul George message to PG. You cannot play like this in the playoffs. You can't do it. You just can't. You do it, the Los Angeles Clippers are not going to win the chip. They're not going to even make the Western Conference Finals. And we all predict they're going to make the Western Conference Finals. When we look at Dallas and what they bring to the table, no argument there. Completely agree with you, Max. No biggie. But I'm not surprised by that. Rick Carlisle is an exceptional coach. He handed the ball to Luka Doncic midway through last season. He recognized that it was a huge mistake, like he said, like he told me, to wait as long as he did. He became smarter. Give this kid the damn ball and let him run your team. And in 28 minutes, the brother dropped 28 points. Luka's the real deal. We understand that. But in the end, what it comes down to is this. The Clippers are more talented. They're deeper. They have championship experience. And in the case of PG, he just has to make sure he does his job. PG, Paul George, a star in this league, cannot shoot 4 of 17 from the field, 2 attempts from three-point range, and expect the Clippers to win. It's just that simple.
I got to say this, Stephen A. I think the Mavs, if Porzingis stays healthy, obviously if Doncic stays healthy, they have a championship in their future.
Yeah.
But it may be the very, very, very near future.
No.
Like the right now future.
No.
I'm just saying this. We're in a bubble. Right? The NBA is in a bubble. We knew there were going to be some unusual results in this bubble. Stuff like, wow, remember that bubble year? I'm not making excuses. The Mavericks have an incredibly talented team, and they're playing well together right now. The Clippers have not had really their whole team together all season, basically. They finally got it together immediately. Patrick Beverly is hurt. The Mavericks are firing right now. The timing is right. And when you look at the talent on that team, both sides of the ball, they're scary.
Well, you can talk that all you want to. It amounts to nothing if Luka Doncic is neutralized in some capacity. And the last time I checked, between Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverly, Morris, there is no excuse for a guy in his second year, as phenomenal as he is, to be running roughshod over you, particularly with the exceptional coaching of a Doc Rivers, a Sam Cassell, a Ty Lue, and others. Figure it out. The fact of the matter is the Dallas Mavericks are a very talented team, but they ain't on the level of the Clippers. I'm sorry. The Clippers should be able to handle their business in this series. And if they don't,
Stephen A., I think
it's an indictment against them.
I think they are. Look, if you said who's the best duo in the bubble, the answer is Porzingis and Luka. So if Porzingis and Luka, at least in the bubble, because that's where they are now, have outplayed every other duo, that includes Kawhi and Paul George, start looking at the supporting cast, particularly without Beverly. In fact, I think the Mavericks have the supporting cast you might want. It's close because they're both deep, excellent teams.
Did you hear me?
What's that?
It amounts to nothing if you neutralize Luka Doncic. It amounts to nothing. Stop.
But they kind of neutralized him in foul trouble yesterday, and it amounted to something.
The Clippers are the one team that should be able to neutralize Luka Doncic with their defenders. That's what we raved about all year long. If they can't do it,
that's
nobody
why I like
can.
the Clippers.
Yeah.
But that's why I like the Clippers, but they should be
sentiment
down 0-2 right now.
Yeah, the unusual circumstances here. This is, I think, only the 13th time this